guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with the book haul for you. I have a lot. I've actually gotten sent a lot from publishers, and then I have, of course, a lot of historical romances. I got some from eBay. I got some from Half Price Books. I go a little crazy when I get excited. So I'm going to go ahead and get to the books that I've gotten. The first one I'm really excited for, and it's actually The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren. I was sent an ARC of this, and it does come out, already in May. I didn't know it came out in May. I thought it was like in the summer or something, but I really love the cover of this. Our main character is actually a single mom, and I don't know if I've read a Christina Lauren book with a single parent, so I think that's really interesting, and she is a data and statistics wizard. There's this new matchmaking company that's DNA based, and so I guess she has a 98% compatibility with someone who is the founder of the program. So this sounds fun. I'm excited to get to it. The cover's just so pretty. Hopefully I enjoy it. Their most recent books haven't been like the best, but I have high hopes for this one. The next one sounds really emotional. It is Yolk by Mary H.K. Choi. This, I've actually never read a Mary H.K. Choi book before. I know people love her, but this says they're sisters and they're 3 years apart, and they used to be super close, but now they're not. They moved from Seoul to San Antonio to New York, and June, one of the sisters, gets cancer, and Jane is the only one who can help her. So I don't know if it's like she needs to be like medically there to help her or like emotionally, but I'm actually really excited to read this. It came from the publisher just a couple days ago, and it sounds amazing, so I'm gonna push this up on my TBR. I did get a box from Simon Teen, and the first book in there was A Dark and Hollow Star by Ashley Shuttleworth. This one sounds so good. It is a fantasy, and I believe like the Fae live among people, and then someone's killing things, and it's gonna like risk showing the Fae that they're alive and like things to humans. And I believe that all of the characters are queer, because it just says 4 queer teens, each holding a key piece of the truth behind these murders. So I'm excited. I talked about this in my March TBR. I really want to get to this in March. Another one I want to read in March that was on my TBR is The Meet Cute Project by Rhiannon Richardson. This one, she doesn't believe really in love. She doesn't like rom-coms, and her sister's getting married and is a super bridezilla, and so her friends, I guess she probably needs a date, so her friends decided to set her up on Meet Cutes in order to find the perfect date for her sister's wedding. Sounds cute. I'm excited to read this. Then my amazing friend Brittany from Brit's Books got me 3 books as a surprise for my wish list, and I was absolutely shocked when I opened this package. She got me Enamored, which is book 2 in the duet by Gianna Darling. I never actually finished the second book. I've read the first one, got halfway through this and got sidetracked because it was on my Kindle, and then I had other things to read, like review books, so I'm excited to have this so I can finish it. I didn't realize how chunky it was. That's probably why I haven't finished it, because it's almost 500 pages. And then she got me Dead Man Walking, which is a new Fallen Men series. After the fall, I'm literally picking up this week. It's for a video, so I am going to be reading finally book 4 in the series. This is book 6, Motorcycle Romances. I love Gianna Darling. And then, The Duke I Tempted by Scarlett Peckham. This one I'm very excited for because I loved the Ray Kess, and this one, he belongs to a club. It's the most illicit secret club, and he ends up falling for her, I think, and she is does she like plants? She wants capital to expand her exotic nursery business, and she doesn't need a husband. So I'm excited for this one. So thank you so much to Brittany for buying these for me. You're the best. I was also sent these 3 books from Simon Teen. First, A Fall Love Story by Lonely. I'm so excited to have a finished copy of this. I read the e-arc of it in February. Loved it. They have rival families who have their own fall restaurants, and they end up liking each other, and they have to deal with like their feuding families and them kind of falling for each other. So I really love this one. I gave it 5 stars. I'm excited to add this to my collection. They also sent me the Netflix tie-in, I think it's Netflix, the Netflix tie-in cover of When Dimple Met Rishi by Sandhya Menon. I'm excited to put this in my classroom. I think the cover is gorgeous, and so I own a copy of this already, so the paperback's gonna go in my classroom for my 10th graders to maybe pick up. But I know it's like that they're in a coding camp, and he goes up to her and says, "Hey, future wife," like their parents are trying to set them up, and she throws a drink in his face. So I'd love to catch the Netflix adaptation soon, but I want to try to read this first. The next book I was sent is Your Corner Dark by Desmond Hall. This one, I can't tell too much from the synopsis. It just says Jamaica is a mashup of a lot of things, and then it like lists a lot of good and not so good things about Jamaica, and then it talks about how Frankie Green is a mashup of a lot of things too, including a scholarship kid with a drug lord uncle, losing his best shot, taking lots of others, clutching guilt, clutching a Glock, hellbent on finding a future. So this sounds really interesting. interesting. I've never read a book that takes place in Jamaica before, so I'm excited to add this to my TBR as well. You might have seen it in the thumbnail, but I also got myself a box set of the Grisha trilogy by Leigh Bardugo. I already did own the first book, but my kids at school, I have run the book club at my school that I teach at, and they picked Shadow and Bone for their first read, and we are about, Monday's gonna be our first meeting where we're reading half the book for Monday. We meet every 2 weeks, and so Monday we had to have read half of it, and I already read half of it, and then one of my other students asked to join, and I didn't have any extra copies. I looked at the library, and there's like an insane hold on the books because the Netflix series is gonna come out soon. So I went ahead and gave her my copy, and then I was like, it's fine, I'm just gonna like find my own. And then this was super cheap. It was $28 with my Barnes & Noble membership at Barnes & Noble. I have a teacher card, so I went ahead and bought it. About $9 a book. I couldn't beat that price, and I'm pretty sure Amazon had delayed shipping as well, and I need to read it, so I just bought it. And I like them. The only problem though is that these are the new ones, so my copy didn't have this. It's got the non-take-offable Netflix sticker, and my previous copy, which was this cover, did not because it was out before it was being adapted by Netflix. But it's fine. I'll deal with it. I'm gonna read these, and if I don't love them, I'll put them in my classroom, but we'll see. I am enjoying the first half. It's nothing like amazing so far, but I'm enjoying it. I was also sent the Cassandra Clare box where I have a ARC copy of Chain of Iron, which this also comes out a lot sooner than I thought it would, and it came with some of these like fun character things where you like, I think you should cut them out. I thought they came like perforated, but these don't, so I think you just cut them out to use them. And a fun card. It comes with a really cute embroidery thing, which I love, and then it's coming March 2nd. How is this already coming out soon? I swear I just got this like a week and a half ago in the mail. And it is Chain of Gold, so I guess I have to bump this up on my TBR because it comes out literally next week. But look how pretty it is. I'm really excited to have this. I really, really enjoyed the previous book. Chain of Gold was really good, so I'm excited for Chain of Iron. I actually really love the cover, and I'm excited to see where it goes, so I can't really tell you anything about the plot of the previous book. I'm probably gonna have to try to find like a spoilery video to watch because I read this as an ARC when the first book came out. I just remember my favorite romance and something happening with that, and I won't say anything else, but I'm excited for this, to read it, and thank you to Simon Teen for sending this to me. The next one I'm so excited for. So Berkeley sent me an ARC of this, and I'm so excited for it. It is The Road Trip by Beth O'Leary. I've really enjoyed the 2 books I've read by Beth O'Leary. I think she only has 2 books, The Flat Share and the something else, but I read it and I remember enjoying it. This one, oh my gosh, they are exes. So they fell in love 4 years ago, and they broke up 2 years ago, and they haven't spoken since they broke up, and now they have to go to their friend's wedding. And they had met like falling in love at their friend's villa 4 years ago, and now they have to go to their friend's wedding. They literally crash cars at the start of their journey to this wedding, and the guy's car is completely wrecked, and the wedding is in rural Scotland, and so they have to go together to the wedding. So it's a road trip romance to a wedding in Scotland. I'm excited for this. I love Scotland, so this sounds amazing. It's really long. It's over 400 pages, but I can't wait. This comes out in June, so hopefully I enjoy this. So the next book I was sent is Love at First by Kate Claiborne. The synopsis was like so familiar because Crystal from Crystal's Bookish Life, I believe, read this one. I know she read the first one. I didn't like it, but I'm pretty sure she read this one too. This comes out it already came out, but I haven't had this for that long. So this came out February 23rd. I feel like I got it like not even a week before it came out, but this one, he like sees this girl when he's a teenager, and he like falls for her, and now he's like, it's years later, it's 16 years later, and he's moving into that same complex, or he's there at that same complex and sees her again. So sounds good. I didn't read love lettering. I don't know if I'll like it. It sounds more, these are more like women's fiction kind of books, but I might give this a chance. Then I was sent an ARC from Inkyard Press of Sing Me Forgotten by Jessica S. Olson. This one is releasing March 9th, and she has powers when she sings, and so she can manipulate memories, and she was put into a well because of that, and then she's rescued by a opera house owner, and in exchange for keeping her safe, she has to use her powers to keep his customers happy. Then she meets this boy and finds out his memories have a way to break her free of her prison. I don't know if she's like stuck in the opera house, and she searches his mind for answers. So It sounds really good and I'm really excited. That cover's really pretty, so I have to get to this really soon. The next one I was sent from Simon Tina sounds really cute. It's called Glimpsed by G.F. Miller, and she's a fairy godmother and she helps people get their wishes, and then she starts to question like if she's doing it for good or not, and starts having like an existential crisis, and then there's an adorkable and diabolical ex of one of her past clients, and I think they fall for each other. So that sounds fun. I really like the cover, so I'm excited to read this. I was also sent the Netflix tie-in cover of Always and Forever Laura Jean by Jenny Han. This one I'm going to put in my classroom. I already have the original copies of these books and I do not need to hold on to duplicate copies of books, but I really enjoyed the movie. I know I read the series back when they were coming out. Like, I loved Jenny Han. I started with her summer series when I was in high school. I loved that series, that trilogy, and so I then read these, and this one came out in 2017? Really? That's not even that long ago. I honestly don't know if I even finished reading this series. I know for sure I read book 1, but this is gonna go in my classroom. The next one sounds interesting. It is A Complicated Love Story Set in Space by Sean David Hutchinson. This one was sent to me from the publisher. This one, he's like taken to a spaceship. That's where he wakes up, and he's trapped with DJ and Jenny, and they face dangers together, and he ends up falling for DJ. So, sounds interesting. I haven't heard anything about this book, but we'll see if I read it. Then I got The Things We Leave Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros. I was sent this from the publisher. It sounds so cute. So our heroine, she is going through a nasty divorce. She goes back home to her late great-grandmother's estate and is face-to-face with Noah Harrison. He's the best-selling author and he's a romance author, and he actually now needs to write the ending to her great-grandmother's romance, I think, and so they go through the manuscript together. I don't think they like each other at first, and it's their romance. It sounds really cute, but this one again is so long. All these romances are over 400 pages, but I'm excited the publisher sent this to me because I can't wait to read it. All the rest of these are historical romances. So the first two were from an eBay lot, and that is by Cheryl Hank, and these ones were like $6 for this lot, and it has really pretty step backs. So we have Paradise and More with this step back, and then we have A Fire in the Blood with this step back. And I just really like Cheryl Hank's covers, so I want to try her out. So I got these two. Then I got a bunch from Thrift Books because I love the covers. So the first one is Spitfire. Look how pretty that cover is. This is by Sonia Birmingham, and I just wanted that for the cover. I saw it a lot on Pinterest, so I figured out what book it was from and bought that from Thrift Books. I also got Unclaimed by Courtney Milan because Jen from the Book Refuge was talking about this and really liked it. I think she's a courtesan, so I'm excited to read this one. I also got Lady of Winter by Emma Merritt. This has this step back on the cover, and I posted this today for my Step Back Saturday, so I really wanted this because of this, and it was in perfect condition when it came. I was also sent from the publisher The Spinster and the Rake by Eva Devon, and this one, there is a ruin occurrence. I don't even know what to call that, but a compromising position, and they have to get married, so I'm excited to read this one. I also went to Barnes & Noble today to pick up the trilogy that I ordered, the Grisha trilogy, and then this one just was calling my name. I looked in the romance section, and this is Highland Gladiator by Catherine Levesque, and it is a Scots and Swords series. It's the first book in the series, so I was really excited to pick this up, and it has really good reviews on Goodreads, so I'm excited for this one. I did go to Half Price Books with my mother. I go to my parents' house every weekend, and my mom had texted me like Sunday morning, you want to go to Half Price Books with me? And I was like, Mother, you don't have to ask. So we went to a location that's a little bit further away from me, but closer to my mom's house, my parents' house. And so I got Rose Fire by Sandra Davison because of this gorgeous step back. I love it. So I have to make sure I keep that for Step Back Saturday. And then Who Will Take This Man by Jackie D'Alessandro. This one has this step back. I love the curly hair, the brunette. I love it, and it's just fabulous. I saw this on a Step Back Saturday post, and then I saw it at my Half Price Books, and I was like, yes, I have to take that. Then my mom convinced me to get this one. It is Wild Willful Love by Valerie Sherwood because she's like, it's from the 80s and the spine's not even cracked. And I actually own book 2, and this is book 3. I got book 2 when I was at Half Price Books, and then I didn't get book 3 because I don't own book 1, but then it was literally like $1.50 because this is originally $4. This was $2, and then I get my 10% off as an educator, so I was like, why not just get it? Because it's half off the retail value. And so even in the 80s, when they're $4, you get half off at Half Price Books. Then I'm hoping to do a mustached hero romance reading vlog. So this one is Satin Embraces by Julia Grice, and he's got a mustache, so I bought it. I also stumbled across a couple of pirate romances, which I was really excited for. So we have Sea of Temptation by Christine Dorsey. Look at those like cut abs that man has. Very impressive. Then I have Pirate's Conquest by Mary Martin, which I really love that cover. But the price sticker tore off some of the sparkly thing in the corner, which is fine. Then I got Rose of Rapture by Rebecca Brandywine. I just really like her covers, so I'm excited to have that. And then I almost got this on Thrift Books and I didn't, so I'm excited I found it in perfect condition pretty much at Half Price Books. It is The Marriage Contract by Kathy Maxwell, and it has this gorgeous step back. It's a Highlander romance, so I'm excited to have found that. I got a ton from Thrift Books because I can't help myself. So, some of these are from eBay. So this one I think is from Thrift Books. I saw this and I wanted it, so I got it. I got Highland Moor, which is this one. This one was from eBay. Really like this cover. Then I had to get this because of Step Back Saturday, and it is Hearts of the Storm, and it is Rexanne Becknell, and it has a sea backdrop. My favorite. Then I got Mr. Impossible by Loretta Chase because this was recommended to me to be like the mummy, so I got it from Thrift Books. I had to get this one. Then I got The McKinnon's Bride by Tanya Ann Crosby, and it has this on the back, which was another one of my Step Back Saturday posts I posted last week. And then I got You Belong to My Heart by Nan Ryan. I want to try some of her books, and it has the Scandalous Step Back. I also got Cherish the Night by Penelope P. Neary, and it has this really pretty step back. I also got this one with a mustache hero, and that is Silken Bondage by Nan Ryan, and we have that peacock stuff going on. And I'm also going to do a Viking reading vlog soon, so I don't know when I'm going to do all these reading vlogs, but I got Viking by Connie Mason with this step back. Prisoner of Passion, which is actually not a Viking romance, but it is a alien romance. They're on like an ice planet. So I was like, historical ice planet barbarians? Yes, please. I don't think they're like aliens, but they're humans living on an ice planet. So I'm really excited to read this. Then I got Viking Captive, which we have the iconic like Viking sails, because then I also got this one, which is a different author, which is Gentle Warrior. So I'm excited for both of those. The last one is The Reluctant Viking by Sandra Hill. I know that hers are really popular for Viking romances, so I got this one. And that is everything I got. Let me know down below what you're excited for me to have received or bought, because I bought a lot, or what you've gotten recently. I would love to hear. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.